and welcome back to the Zeze MILLZ show. Obviously, I am Zeze MILLZ. I haven't done, do you know, because I haven't done Hot Topics in a long time, but I haven't done It's Zeze MILLZ back up in this beep. Anyway, today we have a special guest. All my guests are special, but this one is definitely special. We have OG Nikki in the house, Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Don't be shy, don't be shy. This is gonna be a nice old chat, good old chat. I wanted to have you on for a while. How are you coping with COVID? How's it all going?
It's not that bad in Birmingham.
Do you know, yeah, because I was there the other day because I came up to do some filming with Sideman Ali, and Birmingham was really quiet.
Yeah, it kind of is still now, yeah.
Like nobody was out.
Because it's so small and we've kind of got everything, like everyone's areas. You've got, like where I live, there's a JD and a New Look and other things. Right, like why would you go to towns?
I wanted to get you on because I just thought, I always see you in the comment section on like Shadeborough UK Gossip, and always like, and also you always like stick up for me, and you always, even if you think I'm wrong.
I don't really think you're wrong. I don't think I've thought you was wrong before, to be fair.
This is why this is why I knew she was good vibes. So I always say, I think that you were before your time. If you came out with your first freestyle now, like you would go absolutely, you would have gone clear.
Yeah, I reckon people would love it now, to be fair. Like when I listen back and I listen to the bars and the content, I'm like, damn, kind of hard, you know, like that was kind of good still. So yeah, I think people would really like it now, to be fair.
Like, so you released it 10 years ago, the freestyle?
Yeah, 10 years now.
When you released it, did you know that what you were saying was like quite raw, or was that just actually you?
Not really, yeah. Like I kind of like used to listen to hip hop and stuff, and I was a bit of a tomboy as well. So all my friends were boys who also used to listen to hip hop, and kind of convinced myself that yeah, this is just hard. That's like what I thought in my head. I don't think at the time I really thought it through. Not the rawness of it anyway. It didn't seem as explicit to me then as it does now, which is mad. Yeah, like now I cringe. Whereas then, I just said it with my chest.
So when you look back now, even though with the content that is out now, like City Girls, Meg Thee Stallion, even like over here with people like Irene Doll, like you don't watch that and think.
Yeah, but because that's my song, like I don't mind listening to City Girls and whatnot, but when I listen to my song, I think, oh no, God, that's a bit cringy. Because I think because I'm like a mum now and I've grown up so much.
So you said you're a mum?
Yes, yeah.
How old are you?
Son.
6. Yeah. How has that been? Do you still do music as hard? Because obviously I see your freestyles and everything.
I think at first, I just didn't do music at all. Because obviously like I had my son and I was just focused on mum life. I forgot about everything else, to be honest. It's only probably this year that I've really took music serious again and actually put some work and some effort in. So
was you scared to come back out? Or did you kind of see what was happening in the scene and think, what? No, I'm coming back.
I don't think now. I was never scared, never. I think, yeah, I just wanted to come back. When I listen to UK music now.
What do you think of it?
It's all right. I just don't, there's not much substance in it. I prefer the music that was 10 years ago, like old school grime and stuff. There was a bit more emotion in it, a bit more substance behind it. I think nowadays, everyone's just making the same songs, or everyone thinks they've got the formula and they'll just run with it.
What do you think the formula is?
At the moment, it's either drill or that Afro beats kind of
swing type of vibe, yeah.
And if you can do that, and if you can mix them both together, you've got a winner. That's basically the whole scene at the moment, and features.
Me personally, I think that most of our UK rapper, females anyway, they kind of all sound the same.
Yeah, pretty much. There's not really anyone that kind of stands out to me. I mean, there's a few people that I like.
Who are they?
I listen to Alakai Harley.
Oh, I like. With Alakai Harley, I feel like she's more singing, rapping.
I think she's like a good artist, like
yeah,
all round.
She is. Yeah.
I can't really say I vibe to anyone else. I think that song that Ivory and Doll just done, I don't know what it's called. That was okay. I kind of like it for a bit,
But then, yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you see someone like that and her songs where she's saying, yeah, apparently I've done this, I've done that, I've had STDs, do you not just look at that and think...
Yeah, but I do still. I kind of think, rare. So how come nobody's slating her then? Like, She's young, she's saying a bit of stuff as well, you know what I mean? There's enough people like that in the scene, and I think, well, how come nobody's saying nothing now? It's a bit...
Because you got a lot of backlash, didn't you?
Loads, for years and years. I think probably only in the last 3 or 4 years, maybe it's calmed down. Like, even after I've had my son, people have, like, will make comments and say little things, and I'm just like, damn.
How did you deal with the backlash when because I think with you kind of it was just before social media was a thing, like you just came before that. So again, I think if there was social media and it would be like another story. How did you receive the backlash? Because now obviously my backlash comes in, I can go on my phone right now and I'll go onto Instagram and I have like 10 comments of like backlash.
Yeah, like, okay, I'd say for about a year, like people would say stuff to me in the streets and that, like girls saying things to me like quite bitchy as well. I've had girls try and fight me. They've got no real reason for disliking me. Like, I don't know them, we don't have a problem. There's no prior beef or anything. And I've literally had girls try and fight me. Oh yeah, I don't like her, but why? It's like, rare. The backlash was kind of crazy still. And then even on the internet, because it was kind of before Instagram and everything, but stuff went around. I think we had BBM.
Yeah.
And I'd get people from like all over the country adding me on BBM, like, are you that OG Nikki and that? And then like some people would be nice, some people would just...
Because you said that the girls gave you like backlash, but what about when it came to men? Did they look at you in a certain type of way? Did they automatically assume like, oh, because you're talking about...
Yeah, 100%. All men, I think, to this day.
To this day!
I can't say all men,
Yeah.
so I can't say that, but I'll say about 80% then. To this day, they'll still kind of like proposition me based on that. Like, sometimes I have to say to people like, you know, I've got a child, I'm 27 now, like it's a different time, so.
Is there any part of you that regrets it?
Not really. Like, I don't really do anything in life that I can say I strongly regret. Don't get me wrong, I regret maybe the actions that led to me having to write the freestyle in the first place, but at the same time I don't. I just believe everything happens for a reason. Maybe the reason was to give me the platform that I can use now. If I never made that song, I'd be someone completely different now. I don't know who I would be, I don't know, I like who I am now.
So you said the actions that led to it, so in this song, was it actually true, or was it some of it a bit fabricated?
Okay, so not word for word, I think everyone's like so literal, like, people say, oh, did you say la la la? And I'm like, no, that was just actually a bar. Like, sometimes, you know, like when you use connective words in a sentence or sometimes when you're rapping, you just use connective bars. Like, I think there's a bar that said on the side, right by the cheese, and I hate cheese, it stinks. It was just to rhyme, like some bars were just to rhyme. And I think people took it too literal, but obviously I was back in when I was young, after I went out into the big wide world, I had a bit of provocative behaviour, I'd say. I was very fun and flirty, just young, and I went to a girls' school, so I didn't meet boys until I left school. Like, I didn't even know about boys, and I'd giggle at the word sex and stuff. So for me to go from school to that freestyle was a big change.
What did your parents think about it?
Well, my dad didn't talk to me for a bit. My mum cussed me, but my mum was just, she's very old fashioned, like old school, like, so even like to talk about oral sex or anything like that, my mum is just like, oh no, disgusting, I don't want to hear about it. She says the youth, my generation, is horrible. And so she was obviously disappointed, but she's my mum, innit? So my mum, there's not much that would make my mum get too mad at me.
Do you ever feel, I don't know what the right word is, like sad or upset or disappointed that you maybe didn't go as far as you obviously you're bringing out new music now, but like you've kind of had to come back out, like build your name up again, because the younger generation, they wouldn't know, they don't know who OG Nikki is.
Sometimes, yeah, like I do a bit, but then at the same time I'm kind of happy that I had the break. I feel like if I would have carried on consistently when I was 17, I might have had like a catalogue of rubbish music now, because I wasn't really prepared. But now, the way I write music's different, the music I produce is different, like everything's just better now. So I think I needed that break. I'm lucky enough to have took such a long break and be able to come back.
So at the moment, who are you working with? And
Just myself at the moment. I'm just working on getting my EP out. Like, I know a lot of people like to get the features in and stuff, but I don't want to, I'll focus on features after. I just want to do my own EP by myself.
How many songs are the EP gonna have? Like, what's the content gonna be? Because even though your lyrics are still quite saucy, yeah, they're still true to kind of what we know you to have to be. Do you get what I mean? But do you think motherhood, and are you in a relationship?
Nah, not at the moment.
Do you think all of that though you've got new things to talk about?
Yeah, in a way, like my songs are a mix. I don't think people haven't heard much from me yet, so they'll probably just assume, oh yeah, she's coming back on this drill hype or on this. But my songs are a mix, so I've got songs that people probably listen to and think, oh, yeah, this is different. This doesn't sound like it's come from OG Nikki. As a musician, I love music, so I like to make a range of different music. But I think I've only ever kind of done grime or drill or rap, you know, no one's ever really seen anything different yet.
But you're still young though, 27. I can't believe like when you brought that out, you were 17. Now like in our music, we're like encouraging girls to like suck dick. Like literally you'll be like, yeah, get that and fuck him and get some money.
Like I say, now I've grown up and stuff, it's like, whoa, that's a bit much still to be promoting. Like don't get me wrong, I have a few like sexual bars or something, a few fun bars, but I don't try to promote too much badness still, because I'm a mum, innit? I think I just look at it like that, like, if my son hears this song, what is he gonna think? Some people don't care, but I kind of do care, because my son is quite bright. He will listen to my music. He likes that his mum makes music, so I have to think about them things now.
Obviously coming up in the scene and stuff like that, and at the moment there's a lot of stuff going on social media with like a lot of women coming out talking about how the scene is obviously male dominated, and how men in those positions like kind of use their power. How do you feel about that?
I mean, it happens. Like, I've been propositioned in my time, but I think females sometimes like to just throw blame one way. I mean, I've been propositioned before. Some situations I thought, wow, that's a bit shocking coming from you, I didn't expect that. But I've just handled it gracefully and just kept it moving, you know what I mean? It happens in the scene, but it just depends how you handle it. I think some girls are not really strong enough for that kind of attention from a man, or that kind of like advance from a man, I suppose, and they're not prepared for how to deal with it. I'm just lucky enough to not, I don't know, I've built up strength and resilience over the years, I suppose, and I can't be pushed into anything like that.
So in your like time off, what was you doing? Because I have a normal 9 to 5.
That's what I was doing. I was just working. I mean, I was working up until the pandemic, and then they stopped us working, obviously.
Yeah.
So,
any other passions apart from music that you actually enjoy?
Cooking. That's probably about it. Yeah. Music and cooking.
So you recently released a song with Sneakbo.
Yeah.
How did that happen? Because he's kind of always been in your corner, hasn't he?
So he dropped the song, and then I'd done my little version of it, and straight away he's like, yeah, like, you've got to be on the remix, like, this is sick. When I went to the video shoot and we was talking, he was just saying like, yo, that's it, you need to come back. Like, everyone's been saying, where have you been? Like, he's really supportive, really nice actually, lovely guy. Was that the first video shoot you've done in a long while? So how did you feel? I was shaking. I think the whole drive there, I was late. I think I was about 2 hours late. So everyone's waiting for me. I kept getting calls saying, where are you? Like, we're waiting. Like, we're waiting for you. I'm thinking, why are they waiting for me? Why don't they just start without me? But once I got it over and done with, I was like, yeah, I'm back. Because
like how you are now, you're like, whenever I interview like people that have really big personalities, or it seems like they have big personalities online, when I interview them face to face, they're really like calm and just like, hi, like, you know, is this like, do you have to step into OG Nikki to become that kind of like...
Kind of, yeah. I mean, like, I don't think people really understood me before, because they only saw one side of me, which is, like, now as an artist, I do intend to get the other side of me across, because, like, I'm Nikisha, that's me. Yeah. I'm not OG Nikki. Like, when I go home, I'm just Nikisha. It's more like, you know, like how Beyonce has Sasha Fierce and Nicki Minaj has Roman. That's for me, that's OG Nikki. So I am that person, but I'm just getting a bit old now. So I have calmed down a lot. 10 years ago, I was like arguing with Nola and stuff, and getting mouthy on Twitter, and saying to my manager, right, let's go to the Lord of the Mics, I'm ready for this.
What do you have you had any like online beefs with anyone recently?
Nah, you know what it is? I think when people try and get at me on the internet, they don't realise I'm quite intelligent, so you can't like slip me up with words, and I'm not going to fall for it. You can't go at me on the internet with words. I just see it as words. That's all it is, somebody typing. So I think people have tried to argue with me, but I'm not interested.
Do you think the female rappers in the scene maybe feel threatened by you? Like if you came back full force, like boom, this is...
I feel like they do, because you know what it is? Everyone in the scene knows who I am. They all remember me. Yeah. And some rappers will show love, like, yeah, we can't wait for you to come back. Like, they might not follow me, but best believe they've messaged me or we've spoke at some point. And some of them will just follow me and they're just waiting for the drop. But when it comes to the female rappers now, they're all weary of me. I don't know why.
I think, like, we've kind of been told that there can only be, like, one female in the scene at a time, and then especially if you're like black, well, yeah, if you're a black female that does rapping, there's only one at a time that can, you can't, especially, and then in the UK as well, I think maybe that's where it comes from, and especially when you was kind of the pioneer for this whole kind of I'm a bad bitch type of vibe.
Yeah, definitely was still. I think that might be what scares the female rappers, and especially because I'm like, I tell everyone, I let everyone know that I write my own bars. Everything I make is my own from 10 years ago to now. Everything I create is mine. I think that's very threatening to some people because when they hear me now and they say, oh, she's singing and she's rapping and what's she gonna do next? Tap dance, this is getting ridiculous now. Like, because a lot of these artists now, they need a feature for a hook. They need help in the studio to write them bars or get it perfect or whatever. And like, even with Sneakbo, he's seen me work and he was like, wow, like you write fast. And it's good, can't believe this. I'm saying, yeah, that's because I'm a musician, I'm used to it. And I think that kind of threatens people because if you put us both in a ring, who's gonna win? Well, you're not gonna run out of bars. Because someone else has got to pass the bars to you and write them down. I'm not gonna run out. So I think that's what worries people.
How did you actually even get into music? Was it to do with you said you was around a lot of guys?
I've always loved music. I mean, my dad's a DJ and from I was young, music in my ears. So I've always loved music. When I was young, about 7, I said I wanted to be like Beyonce and Whitney Houston, Mariah. That was the aim. Realised I weren't really Mariah. So then I thought, I want to do music. I did everything. I played the piano, guitar. I tried to do everything till I found my niche. So yeah, I think I was just always into music, and then being a tomboy, I was like a proper tomboy. I'm talking cane rolls, Nike shocks. Used to wear like Lacoste tracksuits and pouches and stuff, like I was a proper boy. And they used to rap, so I used to rap. And I was rubbish at first, and then one day I'd got it. I had a flow and it worked, and they was like, yeah, that's it, like you've got the formula now, and I never looked back.
Question, because I was watching the freestyle today. Someone was obviously filming that, right?
Yeah.
What was their reaction in the room? Because when I was watching it, I could see like your eyes like darting around, and it was a bit like, what was the actual reaction?
You know what? So it was all my friends, so that was in my friend's bedroom. So all the lads were behind the camera and they were just like proper gassing it, like they'd hear one and be like, yes, 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 and they're doing all of that. So I'm just like, I'm kind of scared. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this in front of a camera. Like, I think when I look back at the video, I look awkward. I can just look at myself like, oh my God. Like,
it's on like over 1 million views now, and that was probably one of the first things to like rap songs that actually went viral.
Yeah, it was. I remember the channel that was on Grind Blog. Yeah. At the time, they had Socks. He's like another Birmingham artist, and he had the highest amount of views. I think it was like 400,000. And before they posted the video, they said, look, we think you're gonna pass that. I said, no way, 400,000. I'm never gonna get that. And they posted the video at like midnight or something like that. And I checked, and it had about 700 views. So I just went to sleep. I thought nothing of it. I woke up in the morning and it was everywhere. It was on World Star Hip Hop. It had gone viral. It had thousands of views. And they phoned me and they said, look, this is going to go mad. Like, get ready because everyone's going to come for you.
It went mad. Then how did you, because obviously the backlash that you got, how did that affect like your mental health?
To be fair, for a while, I was a bit down. Like, I used to like, people don't know, but I'd role places with a knife.
Really?
People used to give me like proper trouble. Like, girls would try and fight me and stuff. And don't get me wrong, I can handle myself, but I'm a person, I just avoid them kind of situations. I don't want to fight anyone. I don't agree with violence to solve problems. And my mum taught me, don't put your hands on anyone else's child. So I stand by that to this day. When people come to like aggressive towards me, I kind of don't know what to do. But after that freestyle, it got so bad. Like, I'd had people threaten to stab me and bottle me and do all these mad things. Like, I had some gang members from a certain side of town, and they had told my partner at the time, yeah, we're gonna rob your girl and that, like, she must have peas. And they're talking about guns and all this stuff, and he's had to say, like, yo, she's not got no peas, like, it's just a YouTube video, like, and things like that. I was just scared, so, like, yeah, I'd roll with a knife. I don't like to think I would have stabbed anyone, but I was scared for myself. I'm my only child, so my mum's only got me.
Obviously, you said you still get DMs and people still, but when did it calm down?
Probably didn't calm down until I had my son, if I'm honest. I mean, I had him at 21. Even through my pregnancy, I had some problems. I mean, I had a girl try and fight me, and I've got a big, massive bum.
And you think this is all just to do with the freestyle?
People just, they've got no reason to not like me. I mean, like, girls, I'm not from, in Birmingham, I'm not from anywhere like that's like, say, the hood. I'm not from these areas, so I don't really know these people. Where I went to an all-girls school that was predominantly white. I didn't mix with black people really till I left school. So it's only really black people that have given me a problem. It's always like, you know, the hood girls, the hype girls, they're the ones that just wanted to fight me for no reason. But like, when I look back, I think it's just because I got man attention. Because to this day, girls, even friends, they dislike me because I get man attention.
I did say to you when I came in, I said, don't take this the wrong way, but you're actually a very pretty. Not that I didn't think she was pretty, but I don't think the camera does you justice online. Like, in face to face, I'm like, well, she's really pretty girl. You've got very nice skin and everything. It's very clear and glowy and everything.
I'm not good at pictures.
So what's next?
Well, I just want to drop my EP. That's like a big thing for me because everyone's been dying to see this, what I do next or what I drop next. And it's really important to me. Like, it has to be perfect. I'll decide from there where I take it.
But do you think you always do music?
Yeah, always. I mean, I always say I want to be like Rihanna, you know how she can just like make an album when she wants. That's the stage I want to get to eventually, where I can just make an album if I want to. But
and do you think you'll do like touring or like go around and do shows with the EP or?
I would like to, yeah, one day, like a really amazing tour. Like, I don't think UK artists tour very well.
What do you mean?
Like, when I see them on tour, I don't know, it's just a bit
Would you mean down like to production and stuff?
Yeah, like, I mean, I think it was 2011 or 12, I went to an N-Dubs concert and it was amazing. It was in the O2 and they had like motorbikes on the stage. But I think we haven't got any better. It's just got worse now. So like, nowadays, it's all about who you bring to your show. You've got about 10 rappers backstage and it's not really about performance. I think I'd love to just do a big stage show and do it proper like the Americans do it.
But if you could do one collab, who would it be with? In the scene right now?
In the UK scene?
Yeah.
Oh, Chipmunk. Chipmunk's my all-time fave.
Is it?
Yeah, I know it sounds mad, like.
But Chip, I would say, is definitely one of our hardest lyricists.
Yeah, I've loved him ever since that Wiley freestyle with Ice Kid. Yeah. I've just been his biggest fan, and I'll always stand by it. Obviously, I'm fans of a few other artists, but if I could pick one artist, definitely him, because that would be like, that's for me. That's like, I've made a tune with Chipmunk. I used to listen to him on the back of the bus with my Walkman.
I get what you mean.
Yeah. So, and Dappy as well. I really like Dappy. I was a big N-Dubs fan. If I could get N-Dubs back together and do some kind of I Swear remix, like, yeah, we'll do that.
Well, thanks for coming on. Have you got any questions for me?
No, but I think you're great anyway. So just keep.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Actually, do you think people from London don't respect people from Birmingham?
Yeah, not at all. They do not at all. I say that all the time. Like, I get a lot of love down here, but that's just me. I'm one artist from Birmingham, and that's only because I went viral before anybody else. So that's it, really. I'm like a UK artist as opposed to like a Birmingham artist. But I think like Londoners, they don't really mess with us.
What do you think it is, the accent?
Well, they take the piss out of us, but people from Manchester sound funny like us as well.
I know. I said that the other day. What's his name? What's that one again? Bugsy.
Yeah, they sound like basically the same as us. I don't think it's that bad, you know. I don't know. I thought Londoners like Birmingham accent. Every time I come down here, they're like, oh, you're from Birmingham. Oh my God, that's so cool. And so I thought it was all right. I don't know.
It is. There's a weird like love-hate relationship between Londoners and Birminghamers. Is that a word? Birminghamers.
Nah, what are we?
Brummies.
Brummies, yeah.
Brummies.
See, we even got a shit name, Brummies.
I know.
Yeah.
So you got to come up with something different so people start respecting you lot.
OGs, we're OGs. That's what you call Birmingham.
How did you come up with OG Nikki?
I didn't really come up with it. I kind of got given the name. I think just being the tomboy that I was, and kind of like, at a time when girls were girly, I was gangster. Right. And one day, one of my friends just called me, oh, like, yeah, you're a proper OG, man. OG Nicks, and that was it. It just stuck, like, and that all the lads just used to call me OG Nicks, and then yeah, we ran with it, and now here I am.
And now here she is, OG Nikki.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I really like you. I think you're sick.
Okay.
I think sometimes even when someone does come back with good music, we just just don't want them to come through. Like, it's a weird mentality, but I really hope that doesn't happen. I want to see you like doing great things, because I think you're a dope person. But anyway, guys, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and when OG Nikki brings out that music, can I do like an interlude? We'll talk after.
Yeah.
Gonna be on OG's EP, like doing some sort of, anyway. Guys, so you know what to do. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your mom. We out. Get